vacation. I have on a bathing suit just in case anybody starts going crazy. You should be more modest. Somebody said that to me the other day. They were like, why are you dressed like that? It's like, I don't know. Why do you care? Do you like my teenagers? I will say my teenagers really monitor my Instagram very closely. I can put up a post or a picture or anything, and those fools they text me in like a matter of seconds. They'll be like, Mom, take that down. I'm like, how do these women, like I know one person and she has several teenagers like I do, and her whole blog is married sex, which is fine, but my children wouldn't allow it. Maybe they boss me too much, right? Maybe they do. Hey, Linda. So my dad and I have just been to the beach, and we're back at the house now. Is the pool heated? Is the heat on, Daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't used to be. Then they got tired of me complaining, and they put a heater in it because you could not get in it in the winter. It was freezing. And we went to the beach. My mother is packing for our cruise. So if you're brand new, Monday, we have a cruise. My first ever blog cruise. Did you get a spray tan? No. No, I just went to the beach though. I'll tell you my secret. I used Sun-In on my arms. You know what Sun-In is? Because I kind of come from a hairy family, and my arm hair gets dark and it grosses me out. So it's Sun-In. It blondes it up. Some people put it in their actual hair. I don't, because then it would be orange. Block your kids. I've never thought about that. I couldn't block them. All their friends tell them. Their friends will be like, your mother was on the subscriber video talking about you. Like, I was not. And they lie. The pool is huge. It's not too big. I think it looks bigger because of the angle. Is this a big pool? Well, you know, it is kind of big compared to the ones they build today. You know? I think today you would get about a half size of this pool. More like a hot tub. This is an old school pool. This pool was built what year? Was I born?
In the 90s, I would say.
No, it was before then.
Okay.
I think it was built. When was this pool built, Mom? 1983?
About 1980.
80. In the 80s.
Then redone.
There's another country heard from. I thought you were packing. I've never seen somebody that takes so long to pack. And she mainly packs jogging suits. Jogging suits. Because, you know, it's going to be cold in the Bahamas. Yeah, it's true. True story. Let's see, what else do we have going on? So the cruise is Monday. It's very exciting. We have about 100 people going. I have been writing everyone a note this afternoon. Let me see, I'll show you. Oh. So this is my master list of all the names of people going. How about that? I have some very interesting facts about my subscribers that are going. I have 3 people from Canada coming. My oldest person coming is 12. It's my daughter's friend. My youngest person is 12. My oldest people coming, I have 2 80-year-olds coming. Lots of 60s and 70s. Only 2 30-year-olds. I don't know what the average age would be. I would be very interested. I would say it's probably late 50s, which is really interesting because I think it's most people that can actually get out of there. It's very hard to leave your house, you know? I took 3 huge suitcases. I took one small-ish suitcase. Because you know what I've discovered? Shirley is coming from the furthest away. Yep, Shirley, you're coming from Canada. So excited to see you. We have not seen sun in 2 weeks. Right, Kathy? It's terrible. Who is Josh Stein running for governor in North Carolina? Josh Stein. Well, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm going to have to do a little research. But I tell you somebody that would be fun to talk about North Carolina, who actually I really like. Well, is Beth Woods. She's our state auditor. But she got into a little bit of an issue. Hey, Mom. Mom? She's gone. Beth Wood was in North Carolina. She's the auditor. And somebody calls 911 and they say, there's this car, and it's a state-issued car because it has like one number on the back of it, which means, you know, you're an elected official. And the car is on top of another car downtown in Raleigh, North Carolina. And there's nobody in the car. They're gone. There's my mother. My mother is real funny to tell the story. Dad's not swimming with you. Evidently not. He's reading the paper. And so this is in December. Well, it was Beth's car. How do I subscribe? I'll put the link up. You just click on the link and then you can go on all the fun trips. Well, Gail, you just ruined my story. But Gail, we don't know if she was driving the car, do we? Her car was found on top of another car, and maybe she was driving the car. Maybe she was not driving the car. Me not know. But I do know that the car was running. She gone. Where Beth? Beth's like, Beth got the hell out of there. Yep, Beth left. She slunk out and abandoned the car, which I'm married to a criminal attorney. And I would just like to point out that that was actually probably smart, because my guess would be the only reason you would ever leave your car. So if you wrecked your car, I mean, I've wrecked my car. Not bad, but like one time I was really tired at the pediatrician's office, and there was a sign, and you know how your car, like the new cars go beep, beep, beep. This is before the camera, but it would beep. And I was so tired that I was like, that dumb thing is beeping. There's nothing behind me. Wow. And I hit the sign and it kind of tilted. And I did leave the scene, but it wasn't like a big deal. I mean, the sign looked like it had already been crooked. Well, if Beth is driving, she gone. And it was quite smart, because if she hadn't been hammered, wouldn't she have stayed and been like, oh my gosh. What are you listening to? Something about blood running from your head to your legs. And so anyway, it seems like you would have stuck around and been like, I'm Beth. I mean, I'm the state auditor. I was texting, or I dropped my phone, or I spilled hot tea, or this deer just ran across the road and I didn't want to hit it. It was terrible. There was a drunk man and he got in front of me, and it was terrible. And I ended up on this car, and I'm so sorry. Unless you ripe with the alcohol. You ripe with the alcohol. You end up on this car and you think, mother fricker, what am I gonna do? You can do two things. You can, I guess he didn't hear me. You can sit there and you can take it like a man. Take your punishment. You just sit there and you wait for the police to come, and you have a big scandal. You lose your job. It's a terrible, terrible thing. You can think to yourself, well, one time I heard that if you ever get in an accident, you should turn the car off and take the keys out, and you should immediately start drinking, right? So you can, I wasn't drunk. I just started drinking. It was terrible, whatever. The third option is to run away. Now, the risk with the running away is that they might find you. I had a friend one time that left their car that they had a little teeny tiny bit of alcohol, but it was like in the forest, not in downtown Raleigh. And that person ran away. And the police looked for them, but they could not find them. And then the next day they showed up and they were like, I just went home, because they figured, well, it's better than getting, in big trouble. Did anyone see her climbing out of her car? I reckon they did. I don't know, because she is charged. It's not like she hasn't been charged, but I think she's just decided it must have been real bad. Bad. There was this person, and yes, there could be cameras. I guess it depends how much they want to look. There was this person in Edenton, where I live, and that OnStar thing, which I've never had in my car, but people have it. So this woman had OnStar, and she was way out in the county. Yes, she should have reported the car stolen, Gloria. That would have been smart. Subscribing tonight. You don't want to miss all the Bahamas videos, do you? We're talking about the state auditor, Beth Wood, who actually, I think she does a great job, but it's a little bit of a problem. Oh, thank you. Yes, my mom came on and did a subscriber video with me this morning. Lord help you. Your port looks like a big bruise. I know. So I have a port here because I do monthly IVIG. It does look terrible, doesn't it? Why is it purple? Maybe if my bosoms went up, it would not be so blue. Oh, but the lady in Edenton. So she was out in the country. I mean, country, Chowan County. And she goes to a friend's house to eat dinner. Now, the friend lives an eighth of a mile away, like literally down a long dirt driveway, drive 20 yards, turn down a long dirt driveway. And no one should drink and drive, but it was doubtful that something horrible was going to happen, right? So the person drives home. They go down the driveway, and when they turn to go in their driveway, they go into the ditch. And they think to themselves, well, I'll just get the car out tomorrow and I'll go home and go to bed. It's a good idea. So they go home and they go to bed, and this is where the mistake came in. The doorbell rang. Ding dong. She opened the door, and it was the popo. And they said, ma'am, is that your car at the end of the driveway? And she said, well, yes, it is. And they said, ma'am, have you been drinking? And she said, no, maybe a little. And they gave her a breathalyzer, and she get a DUI. Because OnStar ratted her out. Isn't that horrible? I mean, that's when you just know that God's got it in for you. My driving instructor told us to get out and walk home, report car stolen. I have a friend, and he told me that his dad did the same thing. He said he called his dad and he wrecked the car. And his dad was like, just leave the car there. So clearly it's a theme. He's gone. So this is a very, where's my water? My parents live a very good life. They sit down here. When you don't have children around, things stay straight. Like, look. That's the living room. So when I was a little girl, my grandparents lived in this house, and I would sit right here in this pool with my math workbook, and I would watch the Flintstones or Different Strokes, and the TV was dead straight right there. And we had carpet, a lot of carpet. And 11 of us would stay in this house. It was 3 bedrooms, Ain't no, and we all slept in sleeping bags on the floor on that green shaggy carpet. You have wonderful parents. Yeah, I know. I do. And I tell you what, I think one thing I have learned from having a blog is that I hear from other people. And one thing I always hear from people that are like, oh my gosh, you're so blessed to have your parents. Like, I lost my mom, or I lost my dad, or I never knew my mom or dad. And it really makes you think, you know? And I will say, ultimately, I've learned so much from other people. A lot about being a mom to a little boy with autism. You know, I've learned that I need to do stuff with my other children because I hear from grown-up siblings who say, my parents never had time for me. And I don't want my big kids to tell that story. My mother wrote a book, yes, it's called Beyond the Eclipse. Dad's real worried about what we're having for dinner. What are we having for dinner? Hamburgers. No. Are you being funny? How about pizza? That's what your favorite is. What he normally says is, what are your children going to say was your favorite meal? What did my mother cook? She ordered pizza. When is your cruise? My cruise is Monday. Monday. Not Monday. Yep, so it's just mom and dad and I. My friend Sheila, who has also done a lot of planning in my cruise, she flies in tonight, so I'm going to pick her up at the airport at 8 p.m. tonight. How old are you? 59. No, I'm 47. I've decided I'm going to start saying I'm a lot older so that people will be like, you look so good. Do we have steak? Idea. Shh, I'm going to get in trouble for saying that. She's been to the grocery store. Stone crab? I'm really not going to say that. I just ordered your mom's book. Yes, so we have, how did I get this? Brenda, how did you end up on this page? It's a sign. It's a sign that you should be here. I've lost my entire family, grandparents, parents, and 4 siblings. Oh, Nancy. Many of these stay-at-home moms spend a great deal of time drinking wine. They don't consider that a problem. Alcoholism is the same regardless of what you drink and when you drink it. Are we talking about that? Well, don't look at me. I hadn't had a lick of anything to drink. Oh, you mean about the person that Beth Woods abandoned in her car? Well, that was at night. And she worked. She wasn't a stay-at-home mom. I'm not a big drinker. Like Daddy, it's National Pizza Day. It's a sign. How is the packing going?
I'm gonna wash your white pants.
All right, what are you eating?
A rice cracker.
Come tell me what we have for dinner options.
We can go to Sir Pizza. We can go to Sushi Sam. That is a hamburger with spaghetti salad and coleslaw.
Yeah, I'm not feeling a hamburger. Maybe,
Or we can go up to the club.
huh. Well, we're going there Sunday, right?
Yeah, you're not limited.
We're not limited. We can do something twice. 95. Oh, that's nice, Lynn. I would vote on Sushi Sam. I don't think that's how you say it. Or Yacht Club. New subscriber. What is your mom's book and where can I purchase it? Well, Pam, it is called Beyond the Eclipse, and you can get it on Amazon. And welcome. I'm glad you're a new subscriber. S-Teen is blacked out. What does that mean? Is the pool heated? Yes, it's heated. When my kids were little, it was not heated. And is it helpful or rude to strip your bed if you are a house guest? Ooh, could I do like a debutante etiquette weekly session? Which basically means, I don't know, one time somebody told me I had bad etiquette. It really hurt my feelings. That's back when I got my feelings hurt. When I have guests come, I like for them to say, what do you want me to do with the bed? Now, if it is just some random friend and she comes for one night by herself, I usually say, I think about who's going to sleep in the bed next. And I'm like, my son's friends coming next weekend, don't change the bed, just make it back up. It's clean enough. Now, if I have a couple come and stay for a weekend, then I'm like, yes, just take the sheets off and throw them, you know, on the floor, and I'll make it up later. So it's nice, I think, for them to ask. I don't change the bed just because somebody has slept in it. You and your brother and your spouses go out every Friday night? Really? We could have stone crab.
Who's we?
Me. Well, that's true. I want to order her book. Oh, good, Susan. We could have, yeah, I kind of like sushi CM. Shag.
I can send Paul a message. This is for December. I can email him.
This is important stuff.
You could send us a message or she could do one of those pictures on your phone.
Yes, do. I feel like I'm at the White House with y'all.
Really?
Yeah, y'all get a lot of work done. Pick up steamed crab legs. Do your parents treat you for dinner or do you? Oh, I always pay.
And you asked that.
Andrea, yes, I can. No, they treat me for dinner. Sometimes I treat them to dinner. They always treated my grandparents for dinner, which was very nice. Daddy, what is that? What's on your leg? Is that your brace?
I got a bad knee.
Oh, he's got a bad knee. Bad knee. Your mother can't pack because she is too busy making sure your dad is taken care of. Hey, you're the company. Now I have my daughter Blair texting me saying asking what she should pack. Now before I left, I said, let me help you pack. No. No, maybe, Marty, maybe. I just had leftover spaghetti. I tell you what, that dinner we had last night was really good. We went to an Italian restaurant. What?
Well, it's good or better.
What is it?
Mendoza's Italian food.
Where's that?
It's in one of those shopping centers up there.
The one we went to last night?
No, there's another shop.
Is it the one near Palm Produce?
Yeah.
You like that one even better? Oh. Isn't the Rusty Pelican nearby?
Yeah, we have been there in years.
You know, we could go to the Rusty Pelican. My family had a bad experience at the Rusty Pelican. My grandfather had a little too much to drink, and he went outside to go to the bathroom, probably to like TT off the deck, and he got locked out there where he couldn't figure out where the door is because it's all glass. It's kind of this old restaurant at the end of Key Biscayne, Virginia Key. And then my family, I was too little to remember, said Papa was outside banging the glass trying to get in. It was not our finest. It's not our finest moment. How much was your cab ride yesterday? Let's see, Julie. My cab ride was $60 from the airport. So yesterday my parents had come to pick me up at the Miami airport, and then they sat in traffic about 10 minutes and they called me and told me to take a cab, which is what I did. Yeah, I don't mind ordering an Uber ahead of time, but I don't like to just jump in a car where somebody says this is an Uber. You know, 2 tourists came to Miami a couple years ago from like Indiana, and they full on were raped because they got in an Uber. What?
Maybe you were talking to Dad.
Dad, it says fish oil would help Dad's leg.
Really?
And this roll-on biofreeze. I'll send Mom. Mom has already been to the CVS. You know, the CVS here, how much is it from the airport to the cruise? Mom, is it closer to go from the airport to the cruise or the airport to Key Biscayne?
I'm sure it's closer to go from the airport.
To the cruise? I bet it's not more than $40, would you think?
Normally it's a flat rate where they're going. Now, I don't know why yours is higher than this one. Normally it was like $47 to come out here.
Somebody said they paid $170 from Miami Airport to South Beach. I don't even know if that's...
They paid too much.
Yeah. Biofreeze. Everybody wants you to try Biofreeze, Daddy. It's something you put on your knee and they all act like it's amazing. Port to the airport.
I go from the port.
Where do you get Biofreeze? At the CVS?
Maybe.
Voltaren is also good.
I've heard of that.
I use Biofreeze on my knee and it feels so good. Huh. Biofreeze saves me all the time. We've never even heard this. Well, we don't know about these things. Uber app worked fine. Well, I like the Uber app. I like that you can order the Uber in advance, especially for places that don't always have an Uber, and then you can cancel it an hour ahead. We're gonna take a cab to Key Biscayne on Sunday and tour around, but not for $150. Well, Suzette, you can go on Uber and check. Key Biscayne is a good place to go. I think somebody from my cruise crowd is staying at the Ritz-Carlton. I need to find out who that is so I can have their room number and go over there and get myself a towel and swim. I saw your mom doing the French tuck. Oh, you mean how she puts her shirt in the front?
Okay.
She learned that from me. Let me see, Mom. Show them your French tuck.
Dad makes fun of this all the time.
Mary Scott makes fun when I do it. What is that?
Well, it just adds some interest.
Well, pull it all the way out. Let's look.
It's supposed to
Grumpy.
show your crotch.
He don't say that. You can't say that.
Dad just said
I wouldn't repeat.
it's supposed to show your crotch. This is good times around here. It's never dull. Well, I don't know what else we have to do. I guess I'll take a shower. Yes, my mother's going on the cruise. Mom, are you looking forward to the cruise?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
Being with you.
Not going with Dad?
No, I miss it.
It's true, they're codependent. They worry about each other. Who doesn't love a French tuck? I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think you need a jogging suit.
Okay.
It's gonna be 80. She's got velour packed in there.
I took that was for the other night. I took it out.
What do you mean you took it out? What other night?
Dad and I were going on the golf cart over with Pat and Mark. It was chilly,
Oh.
and Dad said it wasn't dressing.
She's also got some jogging coats. How many bathing suits? One bathing suit,
One cover up.
one cover up. How many pairs of white pants?
4.
What? Are you kidding?
Yes.
4 pairs of white pants? Who owns 4 pairs? 4? You're only going...
Don't yours get dirty? I mean, I was already had grease on mine today.
Well, so you're taking 4 pairs. So you get there Monday, and then what are you going to wear a pair Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
I have one for evening that's dressing.
When are you going to wear the other 3?
During the day,
Pants?
they're just jeans.
We're going swimming with pigs.
That got canceled.
4 pairs of pants. I didn't bring all this stuff. I brought 1 pair of white pants. My shoulder looks pink. I think my shoulder got some sun today.
It's not hard.
Well, look, the sun came from the right.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't see that. Dad, you should have told me. Got sun.
Is that good or bad?
Well, I like a little sun. Nylon jogging suit. Oh, she doesn't have any nylon jogging suit. She likes heavy jogging suits. How many turtlenecks?
9.
No turtlenecks. What are you going to wear to dinner? Spurky wants to know. She's coming.
I like black or white.
She wears 2 colors. She wears black and she wears white. Now today she has a teensy bit of pink on. Does your mother tan like you?
Yes.
Mm,
I think I tan better, actually.
let me see your legs.
I just learned not to do it.
She's learned not to do it. You used to tan, didn't?
yeah.
When you met her dad, wasn't she laying around and what was that stuff you used?
Oh. Iodine and baby oil.
Iodine and baby oil. That'll really get you darkened up.
In Ohio, that's important.
It's in Ohio. They had to get tan.
You can get, the sun didn't come out up there.
It didn't?
About 100 days a year.
Oh. Is your dad going on the cruise too?
No,
He's really sad that he's not.
no.
Daddy, why aren't you going on my cruise?
It's a ladies' trip to me, but there's some husbands going, and I'm okay with that too. But I think it's really kind of a girls' trip.
You think? Did you have fun at my weekend?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice, but I wasn't on a cruise where you're captured for 3 or 4 days.
That sounds.
You can get loose.
That sounds positive. where you're captured. You.
Some of those cruises are like, it's like a bird cage. You're in the bird cage. You can't get out until they.
Mom wants to swim with the pigs.
Is that really a thing?
Yeah.
Got canceled.
What do you mean that can't?
I kind of noticed.
Oh, I rescheduled. Yeah. It got canceled.
Like family.
I need to, okay, subscribers, I'm going to come on in a minute and we're going to go over some last minute questions. I moved my dinner reservation from 8 to, we're eating at 6. This is true about Ahia. We all used iodine and baby oil. Yes, my parents will have been married 53 years on Tuesday. Lynn, I wish you were coming on the cruise. Lynn enjoyed talking to Dad at the Tails weekend. You could put a pineapple on his door. Dad, show him, where's your beach bag?
Hit the booth.
Mom, grab Dad's beach bag. I can't get out, it's too cold. It's over there hanging up, Mom. I did hear the pigs can bite.
My concern is what the quality of the water around the pits.
What does that mean?
Think about it.
Oh, you think the pigs are doo-dooing in the water?
This is not mine.
This is Mom's bag.
This is Dad's,
What does it say?
because he's make the first move. He said, I got this free bag. I said, really? Yeah, sunglasses, and they took my picture. Oh, boy.
Make the first move. Bumble.
Maybe
That's
we
Dad's
don't need
beach
to-
bag.
Maybe we don't need to leave him here when we're gone for a week.
It's very dangerous. Carry on, people. Subscribers, come over. Don't want to miss a trip. It's going to be fun.